text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. Now you know. 205-964-5243. Now you know.
It's a MUKBANG Wednesday. In here, we in here from Lubman Village, Collegeville, Brickyard. We in here. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Anyway, Flipman's Daily Live, where we're here to answer your questions about wholesaling real estate without using your cash or credit. The name of the game, being able to flip properties, whether you're broke or not, doesn't matter. If you got the will and desire to get this free game, you can make it happen. So on Wednesdays, I guess, make it a little customary to do lunch and do lunch. I'm trying to put my bib on. My mother's shirt. They want me to talk, huh? They want to hear me. So anyway, there we go, Jessica. And so we're here to get it. So we got my green salad here. Just have a salad. My salad. What this is? Got egg, spinach, onions, feta cheese, goat cheese. Look like something that appears to be toast. Got some potatoes in there. Got my blueberry pancake with tons of syrup. You know how I like to get down. We got my morning meditation. This is probably rat juice. If you want to get your properties comps, remember comps101.com. You're trying to figure out an ARV, send it over to comps101.com. Everything else is up there on the phone number, 205-964-5243. The new video that I released on yesterday, if you need cash buyers, you want to try to build a quick list in a matter of clicks, I'll show you how to do it. Text the number up there, 205-964-5243. Text the word cash, C-A-S-H. You want a copy of the contract I've been using since 2003, but been given away since 2008. Text the word contract. Contract is spelled C-O-N-T-R-A-C-T, no S, and does include an R. All right, so if you want the closing detail sheet, which helps you put your deal together, which you have a seller and a buyer in the contract, text the word close. You want the script, text the word script. You want to partner with me 50-50, text 5050. If what else I'm missing? You want to learn how to text message the proper way, text the word text, T-E-X-T. What else am I missing?
The contract.
I did the contract.
Closing details.
I did the closing detail sheet. And anything else, just text me. Oh, the CRM. If you need that CRM that's going to manage your bandit sign leads, your cold calling leads, your driving for dollar leads, your direct mail leads, your other wholesalers, you want to be able to manage your cash buyers leads, my CRM will do all of that. You'll be able to communicate with them through text messaging, email, ringless voicemail, and even make calls through the CRM that will be recorded. So now if you're training a VA or you have a partner or even yourself, you need to go back and listen to a message to see what you said, the tone of the call. You may have forgot something, or you're just simply trying to train a VA to make sure they're saying the right thing, or just simply as, are they doing what they're supposed to be doing or whatever. So yes, the CRM, text CRM to the 205-964-5243. All right, the title of today's video is what if the house has a mortgage, can you still wholesale it? And the answer is yes. Done a ton of those over the years like that. A mortgage doesn't prevent you from wholesaling a property or liens, as long as what they owe is less than the price that makes the deal work for you. Here's an example. is that we'll just say the house is worth an ARV of 300,000. That means ARV means after repair value, what was the house appraised for in excellent condition, fixed up basically. So we'll say 300,000, but they owe 280. The number that makes the deal work for you is 160. So if they owe 280 and the price that works for you is 160, that's not a deal. They owe too much, right? Well, but if it was a situation, that same scenario, ARV 300, the number that works for you is 160, but they owe 100 and they're willing to take the 160, then that deal works for you because they'll get, instead of getting 160 at closing, they'll get the difference between 160 and 100, which they'll get 60,000. So yes, you can wholesale houses with a mortgage. Let's go to questions while I indulge in my salad.
All right, the first question is on Instagram. They said, good afternoon. Do you know when to use the 70% rule or when to use a different rule? Or how do you know? Yeah,
Generally speaking, that'll work in most markets. You get into maybe like Southern California or the Bay Area, New York City, you may have to go up to 75, maybe even 80%, but well, 20 to 25%. So for the most part, that'll work for you.
All right. Everybody from YouTube and Facebook is just saying good afternoon. Hello. What's up? Hey,
What's
Flip
happening?
team. Hey, flipping ladies. The first question we have is from Ashanti. She said, once I find the ARV, what's next?
Well, once you determine ARV, ideally you need a price from the seller. Now, if you're trying to work the numbers, you'll have to have an idea of repairs. You can use a free calculator on my site at digulator.com, or you just text me, send calculator link to the number 205-964-5243. I'll send it over to you. But that's generally speaking. After that, you're going to, depending on what you're trying to do, I guess if you're trying to negotiate with the seller, you're going to need to know the price. But then to figure out if you have an actual deal or not, you can use the calculator.
Okay, so Big KX, can we wholesale a property that has been refinanced?
Same thing, just a mortgage.
Mhm.
The numbers have to work, just what I just explained in the opening.
All right, I don't have anything right now. We're just waiting. Don't forget, y'all, if you text Gator, or if you text live to the number 205-964-5243, you can join Ty on live and ask your question first.
Well, we're waiting. Oh, you got some? I guess I'll respond on his question. He said, can you wholesale a house that's been refinanced? It's still going to boil down to what they owe. That amount needs to be less than the amount that makes the deal work for you. So,
I got a question from MP3 TV on YouTube. They said, should I get a memorandum for every property so the buyer won't undercut you? If that makes sense.
yeah, it does. He said that will he need a memorandum of contract? And basically, that's a document that you can file at the courthouse to cloud the title, to make sure that you have an opportunity to perform. And that would have to be addressed when the title company pulls the title. And the reason they do that is you're afraid that the seller or the buyer may not do what they're supposed to do by allowing you to close on the deal or be a part of the closing or whatever. So, but should you do it on every deal? That's going to be up to you. I've done it once and that was a waste of money then. So it's up to you.
All right. Do you have any advice on getting over calling fears? We get that question a lot.
The first thing is cold calling isn't for everybody. Anybody can try to do it, but it's not for everyone. Ideally, the first thing is to be educating yourself to the point that you actually know what you're doing. That'll go a long way. Also, the attitude that you don't care if they do it or not. You're just going to move on to the next person. If they're going to do it the way you want to do it, you move on to the next person, right? Having the attitude that you have $1 million in the bank, may only have one or whatever. So again, that goes back to being able to move on to the next person if someone is not, working with you on it. And I'm about to say, I keep missing, but there's the other thing I want to think about, but more of a mindset. Oh, expectations. In most cases, most people are not going to want to sell your property at the price that works for you. So just have that expectation that the majority of the people you talk to are not going to play ball or whatever. So, but it's worth it because the ones that will, the paydays will justify it.
All right, this is on Instagram. Just to confirm, 70 and or 30% is the best rule to use in Birmingham.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. This is on TikTok. So I heard that you can only wholesale one deal a year in Chicago. Is that true?
In the state of Illinois, yes, only one deal a year unless you have a broker's license.
All right, this is on Instagram. Do you mock calling?
You are who?
Do you do mock calling?
Let me explain.
Yeah, you'll have to explain that.
I think I know what that means, but
M-O-C-K, mock calling.
I guess like role play. I think that's what they mean.
All right, this is on TikTok. How do you set up the legal side of wholesaling if they're under 18 of age?
You would just simply partner with someone. You learn the process, understand the business, and just partner with someone of age. That's the simple way of getting over that hurdle, so they can sign actual legal documents.
Somebody asked, I guess they was asking, is that first watch?
Yeah.
I think they've been watching our live.
Mm-hmm. Shameless plug.
All right, Big K from YouTube asks, do you give the spreadsheet for free, the one that lets the title company know who gets paid what?
Yes. If you text the word close, COLCLOSE, to the 205-964-5243, it'll give you access and show you how to fill it out.
All right, Alonzo Lindsay said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, period. If you never try, you won't know. Jose Gomez said, hi, Flip Man and the entire Flip Nation. Enjoy your lunch. I have a for sale by owner. I need to JV with you. Unfortunately, due to a fire, I can't access my office. Will you be interested?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, submit it online to what? DoYouLater.com?
Yeah, or text me on the number.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jay Bankston. He said, in non-disclosure states, what is the best strategy to find comparable sales without PropStream?
You would have to go through a real estate agent to pull you some comps. And an agent will do it for a little while, but most of them won't keep doing it without no bread coming their way.
All right, Martin Rodney from Facebook said, what's the best way to get leads?
It really depends on your resources, my man. I don't know if there's a quote unquote a best way, because it depends on your resources and time. So some things cost you can go from free to thousands of dollars being spent. So it depends on your resources. I hate to be vague on that, but that's a vague question, because it depends on how much money you're going to have to budget toward it over several months. If you give me that idea, then I can tell you what I think anyway.
All right, this is on Instagram. 70% in Nashville is a little tough. Lumber is expensive and flips cost more. Plus sellers are cocky about their property. Are we looking at skimmer profit margins for cash buyers?
You're not dealing with motivated sellers. Yeah, the people that are trying to get retail for their property. That's anywhere. No different than Birmingham, New York City, Nashville. The majority of people trying to get as much as they can, which is not going to work for you. You're looking for motivated sellers, people that need to sell quickly, and the reason they need to sell quickly, whatever that motivation is, which gives you the discount you're looking for.
All right. For the person that was talking about mock calling, they was like, yes, role play.
Do I do
That's
that?
what it, all right. This is also on Instagram. How would you approach an agent?
For what purpose? Could they be a little more clear? Approach an agent for what purpose?
Oh, you talking about finding leads without prop training.
Oh, does that mean you're an investor? Oh, yes, sir. And so they pull a comp for you. And some of the deals that you get involved in, they'll be able to get paid off of them, commission. On any property that you try to evaluate, just tell them you'll give them a percentage of it.
All right. Black guy.
But that'll be more expensive than getting prop string.
Sure. Right. Okay, black guy from YouTube said 1 deal per year. That's weird. Is that some type of way to deter people from wholesaling?
It's not to deter them. They want to just try to manage it, monitor it.
Okay.
That's the purpose of it. They want to regulate it. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right. Legendary 94 asks, is Zillow useless for finding leads since most buyers only want off-market deals?
I'm not going to say it's useless. You have to have the right type of buyer that would entertain those type of deals that are already being advertised on Zillow. So you have to know what you're doing. In most cases, you're dealing with real estate agents, so you know how to maneuver through that that process dealing with a real estate agent. I'm not going to say they're useless. You have to know what you're doing. And most people, especially newbies, I highly recommend to avoid that process unless you really understand it.
All right. This one says, would you say that LA is an inflated market to wholesale? You want me to warm it up? I can do it.
Yeah, no, but you got that. Oksana. Oh, she got her thing on. Okay.
Yeah, I can do it. Would you say LA is an inflated market to wholesale, and Burr looking to house hack, not finding good deals that would cash flow?
You're talking about I don't even know how many million, just a ridiculous number. Southern California talking just LA probably what 8 to 10 million. It's just not possible, my man. Mm-hmm. Let me just ask you a series of questions. These are not trick questions. Do people die in Los Angeles? Do they get divorced? Do they lose their jobs or income? Mm-hmm. Do you think there are houses that are too many repairs and they don't have the money for it? You think people have medical bills that they can't afford? Do you think there are any tired landlords in Los Angeles? All of those create motivated sellers. I don't care where you are, that exists. I gave you just life situations, and there's plenty more that cause people to sell real estate cheaply. And so your job as a wholesaler is to do an effective job of marketing to property owners, and it's just a timing thing. That's why we talk about bandit signs, direct mail, cold calling, driving for dollars, other wholesalers, ringers voicemail, Google ads, Facebook ads, and so on, because we're continuously marketing, trying to find those individuals that It's unfortunate. Look, we got some green right on the thing. It's unfortunate, but we've caught them in a situation a lot of times that they're just motivated to sell a piece of real estate cheap or whatever. You know, not that you're taking advantage of them, you just, in a lot of cases, solving their problem, which is that piece of real estate, or that piece of real estate making solve a problem for them.
They can't see you, can't. Like you doing all that. Lord, they can't see you. Okay. BK asks, can I comp a property that's I guess it was built in 1956 with a property that was built in 1972 and it's right next door that has been sold?
If there are no other properties in that area that were built in 52 and everything is in the 70s, maybe the high or the 60s, then you're gonna have to go with nearest and best. That's the way that works, nearest and best.
All right, this is on Instagram. I have been having issues after closing my first deal, difficult to find a niche, and or it's been a month. I feel unmotivated to continue. What should I do?
They say it's only been a month that they've been trying.
It's been a month since, okay, they said I have been having issues after closing my first deal.
So you have closed the deal,
That's what it seemed like.
and it's been a month since then. Well, you know it's real because you got paid from it, right? A month is not a long time. Obviously, you want to close something before then, but I'm not sure how you found that deal. But normally you're going to compound what you already done that showed that worked. You want to use some of that money. I hope you hadn't blown it already. Use that money to generate more leads through different other methods. That's part of that. What that first, majority of what that first deal should be about is trying to scale up a little bit more by using more marketing techniques. How much did you make?
All right, the next question is on Instagram. We can use PropStream to run comps, correct?
Yes, that's one of the huge features of it. Most definitely.
All right. This person, my aunt is a realtor. How do I ask her about working with me to wholesale? She has a few investors already that she managed properties for, but is a local realtor. Don't know what exactly to ask for.
Well, first of all, make sure you know what you're talking about when you approach your aunt. And really, I wouldn't even approach her until you had a deal on the contract. Or if you approach her, just ask her, what do your clients normally like to buy? What price range? How many do they like to buy? What level of repairs do they like to deal with, right? And she may say, well, why are you on that? Say, well, I may have some leads on some property that both of us can get paid on. But how are we gonna get paid? I know how she's gonna get paid. Then just trust me, Aunt Gloria.
Oh, not Gloria. Gloria. You're on the phone.
I just need to know what they're looking for, and I'll let you know later. Anyway, I don't know what the relationship is, but in reality, you don't even have to do that. When you get someone under contract and you let her know about it, if it fits one of her buyers, so be it or not, but you don't want to depend on that anyway. She's just another source.
Okay, Ashanti from YouTube asked, how do you know if the house has vacant land?
If it has vacant land, you mean like well, the house is sitting on a lot. I guess she means additional land with a huge lot. I'm not sure what she means by that.
All right, this one says, how do you find motivated sellers? How do you get access to pre-foreclosures, probate, and vacant lists? And that's from Martin Rodney on Facebook.
Well, the first part of how do you find motivated sellers, as I mentioned earlier, that's why we talk about all the different marketing techniques. You have to let people that own real estate know you exist. That's how you find motivated sellers, period. That's why you advertise. That's why you do the branding signs, the direct mail, the driving for dollars, cold calling. Seems like I say this about 4 times every day, but it's called marketing. You have to let them know you exist. What happened?
When you were saying Gloria, you made that up, but you said it.
Her sister's
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Right.
I'm a wizard.
Call me now. Okay, Legendary 94X. When living in a market saturated with real estate investors, is it just best to target properties that are in rural areas or areas between major cities?
Wait a minute.
Major cities, definitely not rural areas. Don't play.
Living in a market saturated with real estate investors, that's a great thing for wholesalers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no, in a decent sized city, there's no such thing as saturated investors. That's a good thing for a wholesaler. That means you got more buyers. And they'll be competing against your deals that you find. If I misunderstood the question.
All right, this is on TikTok. What's a good way to word an email for the water list?
What to do what?
What's a good way to word an email for the water list?
For the water list? Well, you're not saying, hey, I know you didn't pay your water bill. You reach out to them. You'll probably put the address on the property in the email. Hi, my name is Ty. We're looking to buy properties in the area where you have this property located. Would you be interested in selling it? It's really it's simple, some short and sweet.
People do that.
What?
You can get lists of people who ain't paid their bill.
Yeah, in some markets. Yeah.
Too much information out there. So Legendary 94 meant the area is saturated with wholesalers.
That don't mean
That's
that.
still not a bad thing.
That don't mean that. What
Yeah.
that mean? That don't mean everybody making money.
Right. Still not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing.
That's all the questions I have right now.
How would you know it's saturated with wholesale?
Yeah. How do people know? How do they know when they be saying that?
They be hearing what other people say. Ain't no way to, how do you know that?
Yeah.
What city? Tell him that. What city are we talking about?
Okay, this one's from BK. She said, or they said, because I don't want to get nobody's gender wrong. How much does text to flip charge for text blasting?
Well, it depends on how many texts you think you're going to send. The best thing to do is just go to the site. It's going to show the different rates. Just go there and just check it out. It doesn't cost you anything to check it out.
All right, Legendary 94 said he's in Houston. You in a
Come on,
great
my man.
place. Come on.
Come on now.
Yeah. Great place.
Third, fourth largest city in the country. Fourth or fifth, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not possible, my man. It's not possible for a city of that size to be oversaturated with wholesalers. It's not possible. It's not possible. That's an excuse.
You probably want to
Get out there and I know you want to be the only one out there doing it.
Yeah.
That ain't how business work, man.
You probably want to start doing some more marketing. If you feel like you seeing a lot of wholesale stuff, maybe you try some different ways to market.
No, you can do the same thing because that means it probably work.
Right. That means it's working.
But
If you
you know
saw
what I mean?
it, yeah.
Yeah.
D. Renee said, because every time you contact an owner of a property, it ends up being a wholesaler.
That's well, you must be contacting people online. See, That's what I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even look at properties that are listed online.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I keep preaching to you. I'm not saying it's not possible, but for someone new starting out, it can be very discouraging, right? Most people are not built to find properties online that are already for sale. Because that's one of the harder ways to find a deal. That's why you keep running into those, Renee. They're already advertised. That's why when I say send me a deal, what's the last thing I always say? Off market. And my definition of off market is if you can Google the address and it's for sale and or online, I'm not going to be interested. Why do you think I say that? I've been doing this a long time, but why do you think I say that? I ain't trying to trick y'all.
All right, back to the order list. Somebody just like said, I don't have a question, but they said he might be talking about contact the order.
Yeah, it just depends on your market. Some of that may be public information or whatever. So
If you want to go live, guys,
You can either text the word live or you can text the data to 459-645-243. If you want to get your question in.
today.
All right. Renee said, yeah, that's online. That's why I'm sending out direct mail campaigns every week for leads that I'm generating myself.
There you go, baby girl. You're so smart.
All right. The drone label said, do you happen to have a direct mail template on how we can speak to potential leads?
How do you speak to them?
Yeah, like a template for direct mail, something like the same.
Well, I leave that up to because the way I'll do it when we do it. Well, we do it small numbers in house. If you're talking about a mass number, if you text me, I'll send you over to guys that are experts in, and they can go through all of that with you, man. Just text me on the number, the 205-964. What's your name? Oh, you ain't full? Should have ordered you one, darling. You should have ordered you one. Now I'm gonna eat some of it. You want half of it?
all right, this is on Instagram. What is the bandit sign company that
Just text me and I'll send you the instructions on it. But it's dirt cheap signs. You want to call them though. You want to call them, and essentially they'll give you a discount on them. So you got that?
No, I'm looking for replies and they
Yeah, going back to Houston, a city of that size, it's just not possible, man. You could do 30 deals in 2021 and nobody know you exist. You know what I'm saying? It's not possible. Ow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
okay. Do you have multiple ways to reach out to potential sellers? If they don't call, and you send them mail?
You can send them something in the mail if they, you could create a follow-up lease on the people that are actually nasty with you. Guess what? Some of those people, number one, they probably won't know it's you. Uh-oh, I ain't talking to the mic. Probably won't know it's you or whatever, but you send them something in the mail a month later or 2 months later. Hey, now my wife is leaving me. Say she don't want me no more. She messed with the dude she worked with now. There it is. There it is, like that.
All right. Stephanie said that she has a friend that somehow has failed or sold.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to put the curve on.
Blueberry pancake. When it says, so, she said, what does it say now? If you're looking at properties that were listed through MLS, failed means that the listing probably expired or they pulled it down, canceled the listing. Sweet daddy's draw. People that watch Good Times, tell me what episode that was. When Florida said, you better be glad them was Sweet Daddy's draws. Okay, Ashanti. She's struggling to find a good house. All right, so the way you want to use it, you may have to use the mobile app. I don't know what your budget. Give me what your budget is. Let's start there. You have a budget for your business. A monthly budget you can spend comfortably on this business. Let's start there. This syrup seems to dry up really quick. That's why it seems like I'm putting a lot on here, but I really ain't.
That's still,
Huh?
it's still over, so it's dry.
It dries out really quick. I'm sorry, guys. I'm been here with my blueberry pancake. I tried it without the blueberry. The one without the blueberry is not as good to me. Ooh, that's good. This one got half. I ain't touched that side. Oh. Oh no.
Okay, legendary _X, texting me the first time. Should you include the street name of the property or does it matter? For example, I'm interested in your property on ABC Street. Yeah.
It's going see T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon. They have negative words because so many people are using text message to market, especially real estate investors or wholesalers. You can't start it off like that in a lot of cases. You have to basically just send them a message. It may not even have nothing to do with testing. They good. Talking the blank one, the one without a sticker on it. Say something in the one without a sticker on it. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, turn that one off and turn it back on. No. Well, you can do yours too. You can put that one down.
Testing.
Okay. Test. Yeah. Come on, play.
Yours?
Yeah, you were talking about what you said. You said T-Mobile and them have.
Yeah, they have negative words, and so you really have to do something like this, but you want to do like 10 of them, just unique. Let me see. I hate to put that out there because then people just use it, you know what I'm saying? That bogs the system down or whatever. But just think about it like this. I ain't gonna really put it on. You have to get them to respond. Say, hey, John.
You can be like, pretty nice house you got there.
Yeah, hey, John. Yeah, it's like I don't know if you can use the word house. You might say, hey, John, it looks vacant. I don't know, just anything. And they be like, who is this? And they're like, who is this? And they say, oh, my name is Ty with la 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 la. And we're interested in buying that property. You say anything. And once they respond, you say anything.
Yeah.
So you just got to get them to respond. So that's the best thing I can tell you on that. So you all creative juices.
All right, this is on Instagram. What's better for MAO, the ARV formula, or cash comparable sales? What's better for MAO, the ARV formula or cash comparable sales?
You know what? That's a good question. If you have a lot of data, as far as cash sales, especially in a lower ARV area, like under $70,000, those cash sales will stick out more because sometimes it's just hard to get an ARV because the repair costs, well, it's hard to come up with a good number because the repair cost sometimes may be worth more than what the house is, more than what the house is worth fixed up. So, but if you got a lot of cash sales, I really like to look at both, but I'm really going to pay attention to those cash sales. Because that's normally what investors are willing to pay if there's a lot of them.
All right. This is also on Instagram. Do you
I ain't
have
open but 2 of them. No, 3.
4?
What?
That's your 4th one.
Diabetes.
What the man is coming diabetes? You got diabetes?
I'm like my girl on Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. She had tasted the tea. What's the name? Oops, that's liquid diabetes. Below low. Below low.
But now I see what you're not doing.
Don't get it twisted.
All right. This is on Instagram. Do you have a script for cold calling for a wholesale deal?
Yes. Text the word script to 205-964-5243, and that video will show you how to do it.
Okay. When getting a house under contract on market, do I get the owner to inspect it, or do I get my own inspection done? Or is that the agent part?
Are they talking about buying a house for themselves or as a wholesale deal? Because as a wholesale deal, you don't get inspections. You leave that up to a buyer, and normally they don't do it. They just send a contractor out and tell them what it's going to cost to fix it or to renovate it. So to answer your question, but if it's something you're trying to buy for yourself, then you'll pay for your own inspector if you're trying to buy a house to live in or whatever. Normally.
All right. Ashanti asks, what if a property says off market on PropStream, but on Zillow you can see pictures and whatnot?
If it doesn't say for sale on Zillow, it's not for sale. See, the property may have been for sale on Zillow before, and Zillow don't take those pictures down or whatever. But if it doesn't actually say for sale on Zillow, then it's not for sale.
All right. Al Wimberly asked, what is a good budget amount to start off with when just beginning to get into the business?
And it's if $500 would be a lot a month over the course of like 4 months. That would be a really good start. If you do more, but 500 would be a good start. Not necessary to do this, but he asked the question, so I'm answering.
All right. Laura Hudson. Oh, that's our friend. Hey.
What's going on, Ms. Hudson?
She said, hey, Ty, I want to treat you and the ladies to lunch. Spoke with you guys last week about my first deal. She made $6,670.50. Ty asked for the 50 cents. She said, I just made $2,500 finding a buyer on a quiet claim deal.
Quick claim.
Quick claim deal?
It should be quick claim.
Okay, well, congratulations. She did something else.
Out there getting it. Ms. Laura, I don't know what you did prior to this. If you could share with us. This time you should have been doing this a long time ago.
Okay.
Just make it win.
Out there just gator.
That's good. All right. The Perfect Investment Property said, do you have any text message templates to use for text marketing?
Oh, we
No.
sort of just went over
No, we
that.
kind of just went over that.
Mhm.
Let's see. Eric Carney says, sorry I'm late. Hello, Bamas and crew. You tried us. Ain't no wrong there. I'm just playing.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm proud to be a Bama.
Okay, Ashanti asks, on PropStream, it has 2 owners that own the house. Which owner do I contact? By the way, what does MLS mean?
Well, it'll say owner 1, owner 2. It doesn't matter. You can call and ask for either one of them. I'm sure they know each other. But MLS is multiple listing system. I think that's what it means. That's the basically it's the database that realtors use to load their properties for potential clients of property they're selling, so other realtors can see those same listings. So it's a way that they can communicate amongst each other. But in reality, everything on MLS is basically on Zillow. If it's not, you're dealing with an idiot of a realtor. Because Zillow is basically the Google of residential real estate. If you have an agent and your property is not posted on Zillow, you need to fire that agent. That's the first place people will encounter. In most cases, is Zillow.com when they're trying to find a property, trying to find something to rent or whatever. It's the Google of residential real estate.
Okay. The perfect investment property said, interested, offer, cash, purchase, random, blue, out of the blue, investor, consider selling property, local investor, are the negative words that can't be used for the initial text. So that's good to know.
And I'm sure that list will continue to
I'm
grow.
sure it's okay. Eric said, "Oh, nah, I'm down with Roll Tide." Yeah, Roll Tide. I'm down with them too, long as I'm paying.
I
my
ain't
student
technically
loans.
down with them, but I can't hate. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing but get on board.
Right. As long as I'm paying back Sally Mae, I'm Roll Tide. All right. Big K said, I don't understand this negative word stuff. What is that about? So just like the words we just said, certain
Oh, that ain't gonna work, is it? Look, I'm about to suck some of that off.
yeah, please.
Oh, that's good.
The top part be tasting different than the bottom part.
Your boy did it.
See, he be needing that little mix.
Yeah. My $6 drink. I didn't know they got a hustle going over there, boy.
I do.
Woo. On top.
Okay. Big K said she didn't understand about the negative words. So basically, it's just certain words.
It's certain words that whenever you're putting a text message campaign together, that those words can't be included in that initial text. The large carriers like AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, they'll block your message on a lot of people that you're trying to contact. So you can't use that on the initial text, but after they respond, you can text whatever. You can send them a picture of a cow.
All right, this is on Instagram. I've heard of VA scrubbing lists for you. Do you know what that is?
Well, VAs will perform all types of tasks or whatever, scrubbing the list for, depending on what you're trying to scrub it for.
All right, this is also on Instagram. Is Zillow the most accurate site to appraise property value?
I don't know if it's the most accurate site. It may be the most resourceful one that's free.
All right, Fallback Digital said, is PropStream all I need for wholesaling virtually, or are there other websites?
There are other tools. I'm a partner with Batch Leads also. It can be very useful, especially for the text messaging. It does a lot of the same things that PropStream does and more. You know, they have similar features, and both of them have their own unique features that one may not offer versus the other. But I use both. So I can't really tell you one over the other in reality. Both can be very useful for wholesaling locally and or virtually.
That's all I got right now. Oh, happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Sure is, ain't it? And we didn't get no Mexican food. What is wrong with y'all?
Y'all ain't finna have no margarita, so.
They don't deliver those.
Boo. Okay, I got another one. This is from John D. It says, starting with that $500 a month budget, what would you use it on first? Bandit signs?
Probably that first month, because you want to try to get something jump started immediately. I would probably do a text messaging campaign. And then the next month, I would do bandit signs and continue to fund your text messaging campaign. Probably the next month. I would hopefully you've done a deal by then, and maybe you can now add on cold calling / or maybe even direct mail by then, because the direct mail is going to cost several $1,000s to do it the correct way.
All right, this is on Instagram. How do I work with Ty one-on-one?
Who?
How do I work with Ty one-on-one?
What minute mark we're at? What time is it?
1:15.
Oh yeah, we got the end of this. How can you work with me one-on-one? Just text me on the number, and
right.
I can get, that's a paid option, but
Okay, he didn't understand earlier. What is scrubbing the list mean?
it depends on what it is. What are you scrubbing it for? Are you scrubbing it to looking for owners that have owned the property for X number of years, or are you trying to only scrub it for a certain zip code? Or you're only serving for sellers that have multiple properties? It just means you're basically looking for a certain amount of data and getting rid of the rest of it that you don't need. So it just depends on what you're looking for. What are you targeting? Yeah, I got a Zoom here shortly that I need to take care of that I missed 2 weeks ago. Make sure, guys, again, thank you for joining us for this MUKBANG Wednesday. Everything you need at the 205-964-5243. If you want to learn how to build a cash buyers list quickly, text the word cash to that number. If you want my contract, text the word contract. The CRM to manage your leads and a lot more. Text CRM. If you want to partner with me, 50/50, text 5050. Learn how to text message it. Text the word text to TEXT. Want the script to use, talk to sellers. Text the word script. I think I said that's everything. But so if you're on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. Everything you need to know is right there on my YouTube channel for free. Over 600 videos there for anyone to access at any time to educate themselves on this process. So there's really no excuse. You have nothing to lose when the knowledge and training is free.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243.